But we've lost that caller. Donna, comment?
Well, I wanted to comment on what the caller before had to say, and I thought that her observations were extremely pertinent and worth considering. And I want to say that the West Indies Players Association has accepted the recommendations of the Prime Ministerial Subcommittee of CARICOM, that we've issued a statement, WIPA has issued a statement and informed the CARICOM Secretariat of its willingness to participate in the special arbitrations that have been put forward by the mediator, Sashridath Ramphal, and also to restart negotiations under that process. And I'm not sure if she's aware, but CARICOM in those recommendations suggested and are willing to be a conduit and to assist in the negotiations, to improve the spirit, to try to find some commonality, to bring us, I think, some partnership to the approach. And certainly WIPA is hoping that the West Indies Cricket Board will accept the recommendations and that we can sit down and try to hammer these things out and bring West Indies cricket back to a position of, I don't want to say
stability.
Or back to the position where it was. I don't think we want to do that. We want to bring West Indies cricket to a state where we can move forward looking at not just the governance of the West Indies Cricket Board, as was mentioned in those recommendations, but cricket, because I think it's critical. It's something that, you know, I've been talking about, and it's of some concern to me. In all of this, we are talking all the time about contracts, yes, we're talking about structure, but we need to focus very heavily on the cricket and how we get that in a better, certainly in a better structure, and how we improve the standard of cricket throughout the Caribbean.
Let's read another email coming through. It says, good evening, lady and gentlemen. I am minding my business, but I would like to know who Mr. Riley is representing since he resigned from the WICB for breach of confidentiality. Will he be disciplined by the BCA? I also want to say that West Indies cricket is dying slowly.
I want to go back to, I would ignore that. I want to go back to, to the Kemar Roach issue and why I think that the players are badly advised. And Keith called me, and that's true, and said to me, Kemar is not going to play. So I said, but Kemar has to play because Kemar is on retainer. And he's receiving, I mean, 120,000 Barbados dollars a year. He's on retainer. And if he doesn't go, he breaches the thing, and he breaches the actual provisions of the contract. So I called Kemar. I couldn't get him. He wasn't answering the phone. And I called a guy from Maple called Sai Nurse. I said, Sai, have you seen Kemar? This is a guy we invested a lot in. He came from New Zealand. He was not in the West Indies team. He had a ball problem. And we worked on him at the Barbados level, and then we asked his coach, Henry Bryan, at Maple, and Emerson Jordan, who was helping to work with this guy, and Vaspert, obviously, that's in his zone. And we fixed Kemar in terms of the ball problem. So I said to Kemar, what's the problem? He told me, Mr. Riley, man, the WIPA can sue me if I go. I said, listen to me. The WIPA does not pay you, Kemar. You are on retainer. If you breach the retainer from tomorrow, it was the end of June, your retainer ends, and we can sue you for a breach of the contract. I don't want this to happen, son. I want you to consider this. You are on retainer. You can discuss it with Sai, you can discuss with anybody in Maple Club. And I want you to go down to St. Lucia tomorrow on that flight. St. Vincent tomorrow on the flight. He said, boy, I don't know what to do. I said, no, you are on retainer. You know that. You are paid every month? He said, yes. I said, but if you breach it, Kemar, you're not in the team. We will stop the payment, and then we can sue you for breach of contract. I said no more, but I believe he spoke to the guys at Maple. The rest is history. Kemar Roach displayed what he is, a very good fast bowler. Now, that was my advice to Kemar Roach. Now, if WIPA wants to say that I took them on, yes, I took them on, because he was being told by WIPA not to go.
Perhaps but you're saying that I want to ask Donna.
Okay.
Donna, there's a school of thought that when you have gifted young players like Adrian Barak, who missed out on an opportunity at his tender age to make his debut against Bangladesh, Brian Lara's talented cousin